Hello guys, good day. You're welcome to this channel and you're welcome to this introduction to database management with Microsoft SQL language. So looking at this now, you have the interface of Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So what you're going to have here is you're going to log in. The first thing you're going to do is to install and download Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 2019. The one I'm using now is 2019, and you can also download the from the internet from your browser. Just log into your browser, and then you can just look out for Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 2019. Then you can download from there. So basically, I have downloaded and I've installed the Microsoft SQL Server. I'm not going to take you through the nitty-gritty of downloading and installing this. And I'm actually working on a local server. I'm not connected to a live server. If you want to connect to a live server, so what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to click on these, and then you're seeing that this is like a local server, a local repository on my system. And then you see that I'm actually using from the SQL Server, I'm using database engine. And also, how do I authenticate? What is my credential? It's actually just my Windows credentials. That's why you're seeing Windows authentication. If you want to use a different authentication, like you have a server instance created on Microsoft Azure, you probably need to click on SQL Server authentication, and then you provide your username and password. So I can quickly connect with this now without with just my Windows authentication and my local server. So when I click on connect, I get to land on the Microsoft SQL Server, and you're going to see this connecting to a local server on my system. I'm actually connected to a local server on this port. So what I'm going to be doing this morning is to create a database, and then alter the database by modifying the name of the database, and also delete that database as well. So looking at this system, this is where you're going to have your query interface. This is like a module interface where you have the database, security, server, object, replication, polybase, always on high availability, management, and where you do all kinds of optimization and parameter that you want to put together on this. And also just Microsoft have actually made most of their system very seamless for people that want to use it, because landing on these, you can easily do a point and click to do everything you want to do by managing some certain database on this system. So a quick one, I would quickly go to creating a new query where I would write my new query. I'll write my first query, and then that would actually open the query language window for me. So I can write my query there, and then with that I can run that query, execute that query, and I have a console which is going to come up as well, where I'm going to be seeing all of the things I'm running as query. So this is my query window, and I can start writing my query now, which is first of all, what I want to do is to first of all look at how many default database do I have on this system. And you can see SQL query 1.sql. that is my first instance of SQL query window. So if I want to actually check all of the databases that are actually default on this system or that I've created before, so what I'm going to do is select all. The asterisk, it's when you're doing programming language or you're doing some other things, you're going to see this asterisk as a wildcard or something. But in SQL language, it's basically you are looking for maybe all columns or everything or all about some parameter. So select all from system data database, and you can then run this. You can then run this. Let me see. You can then run this and execute. So if you want to see all the database on this system, what you're going to do is just to run select all. I think there's an error here, sorry. Select all, and then you can just highlight this. While highlighting this, then you can just click on execute. Just click on this execute, and you're going to see what this actually brings for you. Yeah, so the query has been executed, and you're going to see all the databases that I have on the console here. So you have the master, you have the TermDB, you have the model, you have MSDB, and you have IME 2020. I actually create IME 2020 myself. And then what we're going to do now is to create a database. So I will create a database with create database, and then I will give the name of the database I want to create. I'll say MLDB, machine learning DB, and then I would I would run this. I'll run this now, and then we'll see what exactly happens if it's actually created. So it tells me commands completed successfully. Completion time is this. And also one other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to alter the name of the database I just created. So one other thing I can do is just to check the number, the database that I have now after creating a new database. So I can just use this to quickly run another. I can actually run the one up, but I just want to write another one so that we're following the structure of the query. So I can now select and check the database that I have on this system. So you can see now this is the MLDB. The database ID is 6. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to modify the name of that, change the name of that database that I just created. So you go to alter database, you write alter database, MLDB, and then modify name equals I can actually provide a name of a new database. I can say ML deep learning DLDB. So while writing this now, I want to change the name of the database that I've created already. Then I will execute. When I execute this, it would actually change the name of that database. Then I can also run this to actually check if the name has changed from MLDB to DLDB. So let me run this again, and then we can actually see that this has been changed to DLDB. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to delete the database. So for us to delete the database, we're going to use so this is a very critical operation you're going to do, because you can't just delete a database when you know that, because when you delete a database you can't actually recover that database and all of that. So the thing is, I want to delete a database, and I'll provide the name of the database I want to delete, DLDB, and then I'm going to run this now. So drop database DLDB, and then I will run this now, and then I will execute. So when I execute, it's done. Then I can now check. So I've actually deleted that database, so I can now also check, run this again to see if that database still remain in the table of databases that I have on my system. So now the database has been deleted and you can only see image database. So coming back to what exactly we're trying to do here, Microsoft SQL Management Studio allows you to connect yourself to Microsoft Server databases, and you can actually look at some of the databases you have created, with maybe a team of software engineers who have created a database application. And for you to access those databases, what you're going to use is you actually use SQL Server authentication, and you can then provide the username and the password to access the server instance, and then you can see all of the database. When you even click here, you're going to see all of the database you have on the system, and that allows you to actually query data and then export those data for further analytics, maybe in Power Query, in Power BI or some of other business intelligence tools. And this is just an SQL language. Microsoft SQL language, it's actually different a bit from some other other SQL language like MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQLite. So writing Microsoft SQL language allows you to connect and integrate a lot of things with Microsoft SQL Server and Microsoft Server databases, and it helps you to work and do some extraction and transformation on the database, do some kind of ETL on the data on the Microsoft database. And that's where we're going to end this class. And you can ask questions, and you can look out for some more of my data expert classes on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my channel to get more of this video, and then with that, it helps you to increase your knowledge in terms of different aspects of data science. And with that, you would be able to create a lot of information with data and all of that. Thank you very much, and this is where we're going to end this today. I know we've learned some things. We've learned how to work with Microsoft SQL Server, and then you can see how to check all the databases. You can see how to create a database, and you can see how to alter the name of a database, and you can see how to delete a database. Thank you very much. You can subscribe to my channel, you can like this video, and give me some comments on what exactly you need more on this Microsoft SQL language. Thank you very much, and this is where we're going to head the class today.